snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so I am here today to talk about some single issues that I recently picked up. I have Lady Mechanika issue 0, Invader Zim issue 1, Archie issue 1 and issue 2. The first one I'm going to talk about is Invader Zim. This one I picked up because I saw Amanda recently talking about these on her channel, and I've never watched the TV show that was on, I think, Nickelodeon maybe, or it was on some kids' TV channel, and apparently a lot of people watched the TV show, and that's why this has been made, because it's kind of reminiscent of that, and it's working with the original creator who actually made the TV show. This is basically the first one in a new series that they are basing off of the TV show. I wanted to pick it up because I had a flick through. I mean, I think you'll all agree that this is a pretty dramatic, pretty exciting front cover, and it continues to be that way as you go further through. It's very bright, it's very bold, it's very full of colour and full of capitalisation in the characters. I picked up the first 2 issues. I've not read the second one yet, but I kind of wanted to review this one anyway, because I'm not sure if I'll do a review after the second one, because I don't think I'm going to continue on with the series. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think it was anything special. I thought it was very reminiscent of a kids' TV show, and it didn't feel too exciting or fresh or new to me. It just felt childish, which I mean, that's fun. I really love like kids fiction, and I really enjoy graphic novels that are aimed at kids. I don't have a problem with them, but I just didn't feel like this was one that I connected with or I felt any real passion for when I was reading it. I didn't really think it was for me. It was bright, it was bold, the colours were striking as I just showed you guys, and I thought that it was very creative in that aspect, but honestly the storyline just did not interest me at all. I was not really caring about the characters or what was happening. There was a lot of very bold capitalized type, which was just very in your face, it's very over the top, it's very eye-catching because it is aimed at kids, I suppose. For me, it just didn't really work as well as it was supposed to, and so I think I only gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. It was okay, it wasn't bad, I just didn't really care for it as much as I should have done to carry on. So I will be reading issue 2 just in case I've missed a gem, and issue 2 is amazing, but I don't think I'm going to keep buying them, especially not in single issues. So unfortunately, this is one where Amanda and I will have to agree to disagree because I'm not really loving this series. But on that note, she did then recommend Archie to me. Archie is by Mark Waid and Fiona Staples. This is the all-new Archie, which is a new series of Archie. I've never read Archie the originals. I know a lot of people have, and a lot of people grew up reading Archie and really enjoyed it. I'd never read them, so I wanted to get in on it and sort of find out what it's all about. I thought it was a contemporary style. I didn't really know anything more than that. I wanted to just see and discover it as I went. So after hearing Amanda talking non-stop about how much she loved these, I thought it was time for me to check them out and give them a go. And I'm really happy that I did pick them up because Amanda was so excited when she saw that I was reading them. The first issue, this one is, I think this is a variant cover. I don't think it's the original cover, but I just found it in this edition, so this is the one I picked it up in. And basically we follow this young boy called Archie, who's I think in maybe college or something like that, and it's all divided into these chapters, which I really like. It says like chapter 1, there is this girl, and it's basically following his life and following what's going on with him, following his romances, his clumsiness, because he is a very clumsy character, and I think you'll agree that the artwork by Fiona Staples is what really makes this beautiful, very easy to get into and read. I thought it was really nice to be able to see Fiona Staples sort of turning her hand to a more contemporary, modern setting, because obviously we know she does fantasy and sci-fi really, really well from Saga, but we didn't know how well she would do normal stuff, and she does it very, very well indeed. The colour palettes are great, the style is very, very her, and I really enjoyed what she and Mark Waid brought to the series. Also, at the ending of each of the issues, we have some of the old Archie comics, which is really, really cute. It's quite a contrast, it's quite different in the style, but I think it's just really entertaining to have a look. We also have a cover gallery of all the different covers that you can get, which I think is really cool to look through, and then it tells you about what the next issue is going to be. So yeah, I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. It was very likeable. Archie was a likeable character, but I wasn't quite into the story yet because it is only a very short issue, of course. And then I went on and picked up the second one at the same time because I thought I was probably going to like it from how much Amanda was loving it. And so this This is the second one. I continued reading it. Again, the art is beautiful, as you guys know, and it's a major attraction of the series for me, but I felt like the story and the characters really grew a lot in this one, and I felt more connected to them and more excited by them, and that made me really enjoy the story as opposed to just liking it. So I did end up giving this one a 4 out of 5 stars, which means I'm hoping that I will continue on with this series. I don't know if I'm gonna wait for the trades to come out and maybe pick up that, or if I'm going to collect it in single issues. I'll see how I feel, but I definitely do want to continue on, which I know is going to make Amanda so happy. And yeah, I would highly recommend this series if you want something contemporary and something light and something interesting and fun, but nothing too heavy, nothing too dark, anything like that. So it's really enjoyable, it's very easy read, and I just find them very fun, so I will be continuing on with these. And the final one that I picked up is Lady Mechanika number 0 or issue 0, which I believe is a kind of prequel. It's written by Joe Benitez, who I think is also the artist, and it is so beautiful. Like, honestly, the main cover of this attracted me to it in the shop. I had no idea what it was about. I assumed it was something steampunky, and it is. Basically, we follow this main character as she goes on this adventure to find this creature that's been haunting the local area, and she doesn't really know much about it. She goes to try and find it, and when she does, it tells her something about herself, and it makes her question who she is, and she actually has these sort of mechanical hands and mechanical body parts, and we find out that she is a failed experiment from this professor or something like that, and it's all very exciting. So I really loved it. I think she looks like a badass character. I did hear a comment from someone on my Goodreads saying that they didn't really like it because she was drawn in such a overly feminine way with like big boobs and a big bum and a tiny waist. I don't really mind that. I think it's just part of the art style for me. I think that it's just a really nice artistic style, and I think a lot of people draw like this. I'm not going to take offence at it. I don't think it's like anti-females or anything. It wasn't really anything that concerned me. What I like to consider and take away from this series is that it is a badass costume. It's really exciting. She's got these really cool gadgets going on. She's got this very cool posture and stance which shows that she is not afraid of anything. And she's got this big badass gun sticking out of her hand. I really like the costuming. I thought the costuming was fabulous, and I also like the character, and the fact that she has like red glowy eyes is very creepy and very cool. The story and the artwork inside is very dark, so I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it, but it is very dark. Nothing too bright, nothing too colourful, lots of blood and gore of course. With this it's definitely a fairly mature graphic novel. Blood and things do happen, but I just really enjoyed seeing how the art style was employed and how gothic and dark it was. This is another one of the covers. I just think that all the costuming is so beautiful. I really am going to be very excited for when the trade is going to come out. I think it comes out in November. I want to say November. So I'm going to be picking up the trade of this, I think, unless I see this in the shop. I think there are 5 or 6 in this series already out, and then there's another sort of spin-off series that's already ongoing as well. And so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen next. I think this was an exceptionally good way to get into the series. I think you can maybe get this free on Comixology as well. I'm pretty sure someone told me that, I can't remember who it was. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you guys are into steampunk, because I'm not really reading any graphic novels that are steampunk heavy right now, and this one definitely is, and I really am enjoying it. So I'm hoping I'm going to continue on with the series and hopefully really love the rest of it as well. Those are all the single issues I've been reading recently that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have anything to say about the art style? Do you like the sound of the stories? Which one appeals to you most and which doesn't? Let me know all of that stuff in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little